Let me take this time to greet all the viewers at home. My name is Apostle Cornelius Lidwaba. I am the author of the book Power of Midnight Prayer book, and also the book titled The Power of a Changed Mind. I'll just talk about this book. I've sold more than 300 copies. The Power of Midnight Prayer speaks about the mystery of praying in the midnight. I always tell people that when you sleep in the night, your body is sleeping, but your spirit man is not sleeping. When you look at me, you see the house where I stay. I'm not the head, I'm not the hands. I'm not what you see, you've never seen me. What you see, you are seeing the house built by my mother and my father. But I'm the voice you are hearing. I'm a spirit, and the spirit does not sleep. The book of Psalms 1:1, the Bible declares that he that watches over Israel does not sleep nor slumber. Why? Because God is a spirit, so spirits don't sleep. So when you sleep, your body is sleeping. Now we need to understand that when you are asleep, whatever you see in the dream, you are seeing it through your spirit man. And every dream you had, whether it was complicated or it was confusing, it had a message for you. It has a message for you. That's why in the Old Testament, when a person had a dream, they will not sleep, they will not eat nor drink until they got an interpretation of the dream. So if you dream and you don't get an interpretation of the dream, it's like a letter that was not read. If you check in the Bible, many people were protected, they were guided by God in the dream. So now, it's very important for you to understand the power of praying in the midnight. If you check in the scriptures, Jesus woke up in the midnight and he prayed in the midnight. You know, the Bible declares that Jacob fought with an angel in the night, and the Bible declares that his name was changed in the night. Paul and Silas woke up in the midnight hour. They prayed, and three things happened. The first thing which happened is that the Bible says the foundation of the prison was shaken. There are foundational problems, stubborn problems coming from our foundations, coming from our mother's side, father's side. Until you pray in the midnight, those foundational powers will never be broken. Number two, the Bible says the prison doors were opened. The reason why many Christians are operating under closed doors, it is because they are not praying in the midnight. When you pray in the midnight, your doors are going to open. Doors of finances, marital doors, doors of ministry will pray when you wake up in the midnight to pray. The third thing that happened, the Bible says the chains were loose from their hands. There are chains of sickness which are binding people, chains of anti-progress. When you wake up in the midnight to pray, you will begin to experience deliverance over your life. As I'm finishing, the battles that were won, they were won in the night. And people that were defeated, they were defeated in the night when they were sleeping. The strongest weapon of the devil in the life of a human being is the weapon of sleeping. That's why God decided not to sleep. He can do everything, but he does not sleep. If you check in the book of Genesis, Adam went into the deep sleep. When he woke up, the rib was taken away from him. The rib might represent something very special to your life. Some of you, when you slept, something was taken away from you. Two women were sleeping. Another one rolled over her own child in the night. She killed her own child. She woke up, she exchanged. She took a living child and gave the one who was sleeping a dead child. Evil exchanger takes place in the night when men are sleeping. Some of you, when you wake up, your glory was taken away. You dreamt sleeping with a man. You dreamt eating in the night. Something was taken away from you. Samson, a great man, a mighty man who was anointed by God, slept on the thighs of Delilah. By just sleeping, when he woke up, the power was taken away from him. So sleeping is very dangerous. You need to know the power of praying in the midnight. If you can pray in the midnight, you will overcome whatever comes against you. There are demonic dreams. And in the demonic dreams, there are devils that are released in the night to snatch people's destinies. Every dream you once had, it has a meaning. And most of our problems start in the night. So grab this copy. You will be a conqueror. You will overcome whatever comes against you in the night. Now, the Bible says in the book of Ecclesiastes, in the book of Lamentation rather, the Bible says, in the beginning of watches, rise up and pray. In the beginning of watches. A Christian who can pray from 2 until past 3 cannot experience victory, because demons, they start operating that time. That's why if you check the horrible dreams you had around 2 past 3, that's where devils are operating. So when you wake up that hour, you are interrupting the assignment, you are interrupting their operation. Jesus said, Peter, can't you watch and pray with me at least 1 hour in the night? Watch and pray, because if you don't watch and pray, you will fall into temptations. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. He was in the Garden of Gethsemane, where he was about to be betrayed to the murderers. He prayed 3 hours. When he went back, he found them sleeping. So you need to pray in the midnight. I don't know who you are, but your breakthrough is in praying in the midnight. If you pray in the midnight, God shall elevate you. If you pray in the midnight, you will overcome all the forces of hell, all the forces of witchcraft. When I was growing up, I was born in a family that is cursed. Before I was born, my mother had a vision of me, and the Lord said, a son, his name shall be Cornelius, and that was me. I was born in a family that was cursed. I'm the last born at home. I lost all my 3 brothers. And I had horrible dreams. When I was asleep, I would see snakes coming in my dream. And I never took that light, because that was a family strong man fighting us. When I accepted Jesus and the anointing came upon me, I began to pray in the midnight. I don't know when last I had a horrible dream. I always see God in my dreams speaking to me, because God speaks to you, through dreams. So get this copy. Your life will never be the same again. I had testimonies about people who bought this book. There was a woman who was actually bleeding non-stop. She bought this book. She understood the mystery of praying in the midnight. When she was praying, the bleeding ceased. It stopped immediately. There was a woman again, she had a problem. Every time when she was asleep, she would wake up and she would see us, she would be running unconsciously. And the husband would always chase that woman. But after she bought this book, she was sleeping like a baby. Get this book. It's not just a book, it carries your solution. Your life will never be the same. It's only 100 rand, this book. If you need it, you can contact me. My contact number is 079 181 7408.